The grand necropolis was at peace again, and Emmerich was off to a new adventure. But in Navarra, nothing stays down for long. The Venatori had unearthed something no one should have, and delivered it to the worst possible person. Emmerich's journey would soon bring him face to face with the gloaming lantern.
Hi, Emmerich. You've got a guest.
Ah, Rook. You remember the Hand of Glory?
Hard to forget. You figure out what those Venatori who broke into the necropolis were doing with it?
The hand is how they broke in. The simpler undead are blind to its bearer when its tapers are lit. Sadly, only a death mage could have provided them with this forbidden necromancy.
If they're helping the Venatori, that has to stop.
Agreed. I've made some inquiries. This man is one of the death mage's victims. If he knows where this rogue necromancer is hiding, my corpse whispering will give us the answer.
Floor's all yours.
It shouldn't take long. I must warn you, it will be harder to coax answers from this poor man than from the dead I spoke to in the necropolis. Let flame rekindle your sight. Let breath and light rise again. Who did this to you?
Eyes hidden, dust and gold.
Give us a name.
They come for this one. The spirits shriek. They come.
A name?
Blackthorn.
Return to your rest.
So, Blackthorn Manor. Let's hope that necromancer working with the Venatori is around.
There's a malaise amongst the spirits here. Some form of confinement. This must be the place.
Right. So, why do we bring that?
Oh, it's essential we have the Hand of Glory.
It is so hard not to make fun of something called a Hand of Glory.
What's so amusing about it?
Really? You don't? With the name? Nope, never mind.
The magic laid upon a Hand of Glory is complex. Whoever killed its donor left their mark.
So it'll lead us to whoever cut it off?
Precisely. Most likely the necromancer who's been helping the Venatori. It would have taken extraordinary skill to layer the involutions on this artifact. What a waste of talent.
Bet whoever owned that hand agrees with you.
We'll put an end to whatever's happening in this manor. That I promise. Forbidden necromancy can twist spirits. We must find this death mage and stop whatever they've done to them.
Well, if there's a rogue necromancer here, they forgot to lock the door.
The Hand of Glory's magic points inward to the northeast.
Let's go look.
This place is almost as weird as a magic hand.
I've seen similar spell work into Vinter.
Our rogue necromancer has hidden something terrible behind this door.
Can you open it?
The door's seals are drawing on magic elsewhere in the manor, fueled by suffering.
Let's put an end to that and get this door open.
The Hand of Glory points to the northeast and southwest. Have you noticed anything strange about the Fade itself here?
It's agitated. I felt this into Vinter around big works of magic.
The spirits press closer than they should. No! What have they done?
This looks bad.
Sacrifices, both spirit and human.
And demons. Thank you, Emma. Now what?
I must free the spirit bound here.
Emmerich.
Someone's been harvesting their terror. Their souls! How dare they? What are they Come, I can sense another spirit trapped here in the mansion. Look at the door. Freeing one spirit has already weakened its seals.
Halfway there.
Tall ceilings, nice furniture, candles that light themselves. This place has everything.
It's been abandoned for years. Perhaps the house itself is glad for our company.
Well, tell it we're not moving in.
Another victim.
Demons, too!
They're firing at us!
Can you free this one, Emmerich?
I must.
Emmerich, you okay?
Someone's been stealing the life, the essence of people who knew they were facing death. The effects persist, but the door we saw earlier should be unsealed.
Hope that necromancer we're after is behind it.
All the seals have been extinguished. Excellent. Let's open that door. Someone's torn a path into the Fade. It's imperative we find and stop this necromancer from keeping the Fade open.
Right with you. We don't need demons flooding the countryside.
I can assist.
The door's locked.
It's the work of that rogue necromancer. They're already blocking our path. We must find a wisp to open it. Onwards. The Hand of Glory still points the way. Undead? This necromancer has brought once helpless undead into the Fade as soldiers?
And a raged demon.
The way forward won't open until we defeat them.
That's the last of them.
Undead and demons. We're on the right trail.
Our rogue necromancer knows exactly where we are. Why have they gone to such lengths to drain power from spirits? Down there, more victims.
I don't see that rogue necromancer yet.
I suspect they're nearby. Let's inspect their handiwork.
Late as always, Professor.
It can't be.
But what else would one expect from Navarra's most eminent meddler?
Johanna Hezenkos.
You've met?
Oh, the Professor and I have known each other for ages. But only one of us realized the Watchers are no place for a mage with ambition.
Big talk.
Rook's correct. There'll be no more victims.
Trying to impress your new friend, are we?
No. The stolen life in that lantern could permanently tear open the Fade here.
Correct. Only the foolhardy would shed blood near it in this state. So, let the Watchers mourn your pathetic death in the Fade, Emmerich Volkaren. Those that are left after my return.
No. What is she planning?
Emmerich, we okay to fight?
Yes, Johanna took the lantern away with her.
They attack from a distance!
Good job.
Watch for ranged attacks!
Right! What did Hezenkos do to that spirit?
Nothing. The spirit, its essence, is gone. Johanna's trapped it in her lantern.
Then let's find her. There's no way out.
What now?
The Fade always provides a way forward. We only need to search for it.
Then let's get looking. Candle. This wasn't here before.
Oh, let me think. We're in a receptive eddy of the Fade, and since Johanna's spirit summoning has already focused its mana, do you recall the ritual we performed in the Grand Necropolis? Concentrate on that memory.
You mean when we were lighting candles?
Find some more, and we can use them to leave this place.
Here's that last candle.
Excellent. Place them on the pedestals, if you would. We drift upon the echoes of the vast eternal dream. Let them form a new configuration. And with that,
Don't know if this bridge is even real, but I'll take it.
we must find Johanna once we're out of here. This rift in the Fade will lie open until we deal with her.
You insufferable nuisances! How did you get out so quickly?
Where's Hezenkos' voice coming from?
The Hand of Glory resonates. It's pointing to the main hall.
Let's go.
I can feel Johanna summoning hostile spirits. That portal into the Fade won't close until we defeat them.
But we still can't attack Hezenkos herself while she's holding that lantern.
The entire countryside would be torn apart in a maelstrom.
So you crawled your way out of the Fade?
It's not difficult for those who treat spirits better than tools to an end, Johanna.
Sentimental drivel. You may have stopped my work here, but Navarra City will know its new ruler.
Why? You gonna lecture us to death now?
I'll not explain myself to one of Volkaren's hangers-on, though the professor clearly avoided mentioning his old colleague in exile.
We made every attempt to bring you to reason.
I gave you every chance to join me instead of whining endlessly about your mortality. But I must thank you for returning something dear to me. Lovely to have my hand back. I'd exchanged it with the Venatori for some favors after entering this condition.
Johanna, what have you done?
What you never had the courage to.
First off, I'm not a hanger-on.
Johanna's escaped again.
Want to tell me why she has no eyes?
Afterwards, you'll...
Clear the area! We're attacking from afar! They're at range! Way to go, Ruff!
Beat the odds.
It's over. Emmerich still sense anything wrong?
We were successful. Johanna's magic no longer changed the spirits, and the Fade is still.
Great. Okay. But let's talk back at the lighthouse.
Oh, the Song of the Chambers won't have anything on what Johanna's... Perhaps the Waking Scrolls? No. Manfred, have you seen the Fellmarch manuscripts?
You and Manfred need an extra pair of eyes for whatever this is?
I suppose it's time I explained this mess. Johanna Hezenkos was a watcher. She was banished for embracing the darker paths of our art. Forbidden magic, blood sacrifice, nothing is beyond her if it leads to power, recognition, or both.
Sounded like you knew her before all that.
We were friends, once.
I guess it was a shock to see her back there then.
An unexpected reunion. It wasn't always like this. She truly was brilliant, and we got on so well as students. We partnered on papers, rituals, research. Yet even then, Johanna considered the Watcher's oaths quaint. This isn't the first time we've crossed paths since she was exiled, but now I fear she's turned herself partly undead.
I'm having trouble picturing how someone becomes partly undead.
A skilled Watcher can make subtle alterations. Hers are more extensive. You saw Johanna's Lantern of Unwilling Souls. A necromancer could create monstrous undead with that much stolen life.
Hezenkos was yelling a lot about conquering Navarra City.
We must stop her, Rook. Thank you, Manfred. Quite right. The Order's knowledge will see us through.
Hezenkos had been stopped. For now. But she had big plans for Navarra. City conquering, new ruler plans. And while she had some regrets about long-lost friendships, she knew her greatest invention was going to bring down the house.